free will, perhaps the most sacred belief we hold, that we are the authors of our choices, that our actions reflect who we are. But what if that's a lie? What if freedom is just an illusion? Today, we're going to question the very thing we take for granted. Are we truly free? You're watching Frost Loop, where questions run deeper than the answers. Section 1. The illusion of choice. We like to believe that every decision we make, from what we eat for breakfast to the career path we follow, is a direct expression of our will. In everyday life, we feel as though we're standing at crossroads, deliberately selecting one path and rejecting another. We experience choice as an unmistakable feature of our consciousness. But what if that feeling is deceiving? In 1983, neuroscientist Benjamin Libet conducted a famous experiment showing that the brain's readiness potential, an electrical signal indicating preparation for movement, begins several hundred milliseconds before a person becomes consciously aware of the decision to move. This suggests that the unconscious brain is already setting our actions in motion before we even think, "I choose to move my finger." Beyond neuroscience, psychologists have demonstrated how subtle priming can steer our behavior. A person exposed to words related to old age will walk more slowly afterward, without realizing why. Social norms, marketing cues, and cultural conditioning continuously nudge our decisions. So, are all decisions just the output of invisible processes? Even if unconscious impulses guide the initial spark, conscious reflection still matters. When we pause, examine our impulses, and choose whether to act or not, we engage a higher layer of thought. Consider the example of habit change. A smoker experiences an urge to light a cigarette, unconscious impulse, but by consciously redirecting attention, mindful breathing, or recalling health goals, they can override that impulse. In that moment of reflection, we demonstrate a form of agency that emerges from the tension between unconscious drives and conscious values. Thus, while our sense of choosing may be partially an illusion, true freedom might lie in recognizing those hidden influences and actively responding rather than passively obeying. Next, we'll explore the mechanisms that shape us, from social conditioning to algorithmic nudges, and see how they further complicate the story of free will. Section 2. The mechanisms that shape us. We are born into systems we never chose. Our families teach us what's right and wrong. Schools condition us to obey, perform, compete. Culture tells us what success looks like, and media fills in the rest. But are we aware of just how deeply this shaping runs? Take social norms. In collectivist cultures, defying your group can feel like betrayal. In individualistic ones, conformity is seen as weakness. Either way, the pressure is real, subtle, constant, and invisible. Now, enter the digital age. Algorithms, those silent curators of your reality, are not neutral. They learn what you like and feed you more of it, not to inform you, but to keep you engaged. According to a 2018 study published in Nature, Facebook's algorithm was found to amplify divisive content because outrage increases engagement. On YouTube, recommendation loops can push viewers toward more extreme content within hours. These are not random accidents. They are features designed for attention extraction. So, are we choosing what we believe, or are we being conditioned day by day by what we're shown? Now, this doesn't mean we're helpless. But it does mean that freedom requires awareness. To step back, ask, why do I believe this? Where did this idea come from? In the next section, we'll ask the hardest question of all. Is there a way out? Section 3. Is there a way out? If free will is clouded by biology, shaped by culture, and hijacked by algorithms, then what's left? Are we just passengers in a vehicle we don't control? The truth is, there may be no absolute freedom. We can't escape our brains, our past, or the architecture of the digital world. But we can disrupt the autopilot. Mindfulness research, especially studies by Dr. Judson Brewer, shows that metacognition, awareness of thought itself, can interrupt habitual loops. By noticing the craving before reacting, we insert a moment of pause. In that pause, choice becomes possible. Philosophy echoes this idea. Existentialist thinkers like Sartre argued that humans are condemned to be free, because even not choosing is a choice. So maybe the question isn't, am I completely free? But rather, where in my life can I create space to choose? That space might be small, fragile, but it's real. And in that space lies the beginning of freedom. Conclusion. We began by asking, are we truly free? We explored the illusion of choice, uncovered the forces shaping our thoughts, and confronted the challenge of finding space to decide. It's unsettling to realize how much is already written for us. Yet in that discomfort lies hope. Every moment we pause, catch a thought before it becomes action, we reclaim a fragment of freedom. So when you feel swept away by social pressures, by algorithms, by old habits, remember, freedom begins in awareness. Carry that spark with you. Let it guide you to moments, however small, where you can truly choose. And maybe, just maybe, that is enough to call ourselves free. Thank you for questioning with us. If you want more insights, join the loop. Subscribe now and hit the bell to never miss a deeper question.